Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. I'm Louise Executive Officer for the BNA, and I've been working for the BNA for just over 9 years, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about our very special organisation.
Hello, I'm Hannah Thurger. I recently started as an Executive Officer for the BNA. I'm going to tell you a bit about my educational background and how I ended up working with the lovely team at the BNA.
Great, thanks Hannah. I'm just going to share my screen and bring up a little presentation to go through a bit more about the BNA. So the BNA is the largest neuroscience organisation in the UK. It consists of students, which includes A-level students, undergraduates, postgraduates, and PhDs, and early career researchers and leading academics from across the field. So BNA members can enjoy significantly reduced registration fees and access to bursaries for our Festival of Neuroscience, which is our flagship biennial meeting, which takes place every 2 years in the odd years. You can also enjoy free membership of FENS, which is the Federation of European Neuroscience Societies, and for their European forums, which also take place in the interlingering years in between the festival. Members can also enjoy reduced fees for the SFN annual meetings, which is the Society for Neuroscience, which is based in the USA. And student members also have access to travel grants for BNA and FENS meetings, which is just a way of helping them with their financial costs towards attending the meeting.
Great. So you can keep up to date with job listings and career advice, and importantly for students, different funding opportunities that might be available. Networking is a critical skill to develop during your degree, and BNA events such as the Festive Symposium and the Festival of Neuroscience provide the perfect opportunity to meet with experts across the broad spectrum of neuroscience research. So you can apply for student prizes, and you can also gain valuable science communication experience through writing for the BNA. So you can enjoy the bulletin, which will be posted to your door, full of neuroscience news and research, as well as email newsletters, which will keep you up to date with events, news, jobs and funding. So it's definitely worth seeing whether your academic institution offers bulk membership for registration at reduced fees. And it is really easy to sign up online, and it only costs £1 a month for undergraduates or £2 a month for postgrads.
Excellent, thanks Hannah. So that's just an overview of what the BNA provides. We're just going to go on now, and I'm going to ask Hannah a little bit about her career path and how she's ended up working for the BNA.
Great.
So Hannah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm 25 years old. I recently submitted my neuroscience PhD at the University of Manchester. So I'm from Bristol originally, and I've moved back to Bristol now after 6 years in Manchester. And I'm very happy to be back in my hometown. So I joined the BNA team at the beginning of August as an executive officer, helping with the day-to-day running of the organisation.
Lovely, thanks Hannah. And what's your career path been so far?
So after choosing science A-levels during sixth form, I studied biochemistry undergraduate at the University of Manchester, as at this stage I still really enjoyed biology and chemistry as a whole. However, throughout my degree, it became increasingly clear that it was the brain I was really interested in. So I chose to do a final year research project, which is your dissertation, within a stroke research group at Manchester. I really enjoyed being in the lab, and I was in the fortunate position to apply for a PhD with my project supervisor, which led on to a 3-year British Heart Foundation funded PhD investigating the role of laminin-10, a component of the extracellular matrix in the brain during inflammation and repair after stroke. And it was during the final month of writing up my thesis that I saw the executive officer position advertised at the BNA, and knew that I really wanted to come and work with you guys.
Excellent. So why did you decide to leave research, and how did you end up working for the BNA?
So although I really enjoyed my time in the lab and in a research environment, it was all the other aspects of the PhD that I really enjoyed. I loved doing public engagement, hosting events, writing blogs and magazine articles on neuroscience news. So although I knew I wanted to leave that academic environment, I really wanted to still stay engaged with neuroscience research and neuroscientists and still remain part of the community. So the role at the BNA provided that perfect opportunity to be the part of the largest neuroscience society and really play a key role in connecting neuroscientists and work alongside a society that is committed to pushing through positive change.
Excellent. And what is it about neuroscience that you really love?
So the brain is so fascinating, and there's still so much that we just don't know, but that's what makes it so interesting and an exciting field to be involved with, whether it's the unraveling of the gut-brain axis, dissecting mechanisms of neuropsychiatric disorders, or the increasingly research in the use of medical psychedelics to treat mental health disorders. Understanding the brain and the central nervous system is critical in understanding normal body processes as well as during pathogenesis of diseases.
Excellent, thanks Hannah. And why the BNA? Why does it stand out for you and why is it so important?
So the BNA is not just a membership organisation, it really is a community of neuroscientists who are committed to a forward thinking and a progressive approach to neuroscience research. So you can see this in the BNA's credibility campaign, which is trying to improve the credibility of neuroscience research by changing research culture, educating neuroscientists to try and promote credibility. So as young neuroscientists, it's really important that we try and change the landscape, and it's great that there is an organisation pushing for the change to help change that future.
Excellent. So what advice would you give to new neuroscientists, to anybody that's potentially listening today?
So you have to find the area of neuroscience that fascinates you, regardless of what that is, and you've got to pursue it. Don't be afraid to be yourself during your degree and take the plunge to make decisions that are right for you. So make sure you get yourself clued up on careers outside of research and discover all the different career paths where your neuroscience background will really help you to thrive, and try and be part of the community of neuroscientists to still stay engaged.
Excellent, thanks Hannah. I think that's really helpful, and I think you were going to ask me a few questions about our membership.
Perfect. So how many members of the BNA are there currently, and how is the membership made up into those categories?
Excellent. Well, at the minute we currently have over 2,400 members, which is the highest number of members we've had since our beginnings in the 1960s, and which just shows that especially now more than ever it's so important to be part of the neuroscience community. The membership is made up mostly of the postgraduate category, which incorporates masters and PhD students as well as postgraduates, and this represents about 31% of the total of membership. This is then followed by our undergraduate or A-level membership at around 25%, and then it goes on through full members, early career researchers, industry members, associate members, and retired members. So as you can see, we have a membership category to fit anybody, and we welcome one and all.
So I'm sure people want to know, what are the main benefits, the main membership benefits for students?
Yeah, well, we have many membership benefits, but for students, I would say the main membership benefits are the free, in many cases, or discounted registration to events. This not only includes the BNA's own events, such as the Festive Symposium and the Biennial Festival of Neuroscience, but also for events from our affiliated organisations, such as the Federation of European Neuroscience Association Societies, FENS, who have their forum every other year. BNA members also get free membership of FENS, and they also have access to reduced fees for the US-based Society for Neuroscience, or SFN's, annual meeting. Student members are also eligible for prizes, bursaries for events, and funding through our local group representative funding scheme. There are other ways that student members can get involved with the BNA, which includes taking on committee positions, becoming local group student representatives, or writing for the student section of the BNA printed bulletin, which goes out 3 times a year to all of our members.
Great. So how can students gain career advice and access jobs through the BNA?
Yeah, that's an important question. And they can gain access to careers advice and jobs in many ways, including having access to our network of online jobs and funding opportunities. These are housed on the BNA website and also communicated through our monthly BNA e-bulletin and BNA Plus newsletters. We also had a dedicated career zone at our BNA Festival of Neuroscience, where delegates could drop in at certain times and get career advice from an expert in their field, as well as being able to browse what positions were available. We also had a career speed dating session at the festival last year, which allows delegates the opportunity to speak with experts in academia or non-academia about their chosen career path and how they got there. So it's a really kind of good chance to grill them hands-on. Both of these proved really popular at our last festival in Dublin, so we will be incorporating these into our next year's online festival, which takes place in April 2021.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit more about the undergraduate and postgraduate prizes?
Yeah, so these prizes are open to our BNA student members. The deadline to apply each year is the 31st of October. The winner of the postgraduate prize receives £500 and the winner of the undergraduate prize receives £250. They're awarded each year by the president of the BNA at our seasonal festive symposium, which is in December. The area of study for this award can be broad and includes not only neuroscience per se, but also subjects where a large part of the degree comprises neuroscience.
Right, so I know you've already mentioned it a bit, but could you tell us a bit more about the Festival of Neuroscience?
Certainly, yeah. So the Festival of Neuroscience is the BNA's flagship biennial event. It takes place in April every other year in the odd years. They're unique to other neuroscience events because they bring together multiple organisations with an interest in brain research at a single shared event, creating a multi-organisation forum featuring all areas of fundamental research in neuroscience and psychology. The festivals, again, are unique because they provide a free programme of public events as well. Past festivals have even seen a rap performance about consciousness, lunchtime talks, sessions in schools and art galleries, cinema evenings, and much more. They're beneficial for students because they include pre-registration posters, which are posters that focus on the presentation of research designs ahead of the actual results. So that enables community feedback to be provided to the poster presenter when it's most useful before they actually undertake the research. The festivals also include rapid fire talk sessions, the career speed dating sessions, which I mentioned before, careers workshops, BNA bursaries, poster prizes, and student social events, which obviously provide the chance of more informal networking.
Right. And can you just remind us how much it costs to join the BNA?
Absolutely, yeah. Joining the BNA costs just £12 a year for undergraduates and £24 a year for postgraduates, and then goes right up to £85 for our full and industry members. Institutions can take advantage of our bulk registration scheme, which means that if 20 or more people register for the BNA, then they will receive a 10% discount on membership. So that can be really beneficial. You can just email the office, which is office@bna.org.uk, which will come through to Hannah and myself, and we can get that all joined up.
Right, and can you just remind us, how do you join up for the BNA?
Yeah, it's really easy. Just go to bna.org.uk/register, where you can complete the online application form, which takes just a few minutes, and then it's done.
Right.
Excellent. So we really hope you'll join us at the BNA. We look forward to seeing you and meeting you at future events.